It is good. No, no problem.
Nice. That's good to hear. And Manuel, welcome to class as well. Manuel, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. What about you?
Doing pretty well. Thanks for asking.
Alright.
And Manuel, what have you done today?
Today, nothing special. So I'm on holidays, on vacation right now. So I woke up later, and it's holidays.
Nice.
So doing nothing and reading and watching TV, and that's it.
Okay. Cool. What are you reading?
I'm reading in English how to. No, obstacles. So I forgot the name. How to convert obstacles in opportunities. Something like that.
Okay. So it looks like or it sounds like a self-help almost book.
Self-help business, something like that. Yeah, it's a mixture between business and yeah.
Cool.
It's interesting.
Nice. Yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. Mustafa, what are you gonna do for the rest of the day today?
There is no holiday for the Christmas in Turkey,
Mm-hmm.
so we are continuing our jobs. So it was fully booked, fully arranged all my job time. I started at 9 o'clock morning and finished 6 o'clock p.m. All time was uh, I spent all my time with my job. I did 2 meetings, and after that, I prepared and write my report about my meeting was held in Istanbul yesterday.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. Nice. So what holidays or what time of year is celebrated the most in Turkey? Do you guys have a time where you do have celebrations?
yeah, we have lots of celebrations, lots of holidays. We have uh, two, as how can we say, Bayram holiday for religion, Bayram religion ceremony. The every ceremony take 3 days.
Okay.
It's generally every day, every year it is changed. For example, last year we celebrate the Ramadan day in July, and another celebration held 2 months later of the first one, about September.
Okay, so it always changes?
Sorry?
So does the celebration always change, or is it always in the same months?
No, same months. Every year it comes 10 days earlier.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's really interesting.
Also, there are any other national days. We celebrate our national days, 2 or 3 other different holiday for national days.
Okay, cool. And Carlos, welcome to class. Carlos, how are you? Carlos, can you hear me? Looks like it might be frozen. Ramsey, how about you? How are you doing, Ramsey?
I'm doing well.
Nice.
Thank you.
Cool, that's good to hear. Ramsey, what have you done today?
It's normal day for me. I was at office during the whole day and try to focus on presentation, some business.
Okay, nice. So you're at the office all day, try to focus on business presentation.
Yes.
Nice. All right, cool. And Carlos, are you back? Okay. All right, well, Carlos, let me know when your connection kind of stabilizes. Let's get started with today's class. Let's go. Manuel, can you read the title in the next few lines?
Yeah, that's fine. And today we will learn job interview vocabulary. And next one as well, no? Practice the what's your weakness question.
Mm-hmm.
You said everything or just the two first lines?
Yeah, everything. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. From par anecdotes, practice asking each other questions and give each other suggestions.
Good. You did a really good job with your pronunciation. So nicely done. Manuel, can you ask Mustafa the first question?
Mustafa, if you had to ask an interview question to a potential employee, what question would you ask and why?
Firstly, I wonder about his or her aim in the future. I ask, what's your aim in the future? What would you like to be in the near future and long time? Your aim. And also, I want to know about what's your strengths to do job, and what's your weaknesses for doing job, and also family life is important for employees. If he or she had a can you say without problem with his family, it will be successful. So of course it's in terms of the age, we can ask them if he or she had over her or his 30 years. I prefer to have a family, and also I want to know his certificate about the job, about his capabilities, and about his job. And lastly, I want to know what is her expectation about salary. What I can say, I'd like to know what would you like to get 1 month. I think that's all.
Okay. So this is good. You did a good job. Sometimes the questions were a little bit mixed in with I would ask. But I think for the most part that was good. So I'd ask what he expected for a monthly salary. Capabilities. Can you repeat capabilities as well?
Capabilities.
Yeah, capabilities.
Capabilities.
Good, capabilities. All right, good. And Nadia, welcome to class. Nadia, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Nice. Okay, that's good to hear. Nadia, I don't think I've seen you in class before. Nadia, where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine.
Okay, the Ukraine. Perfect. So again, welcome to class. Mustafa, can you ask Nadia the second question?
Hello, Nadia. Brainstorm some questions you never want someone to ask you in a job interview.
Sorry? Please repeat.
I want to know what kind of question would you don't want to get from someone for interview. Brainstorm and discuss some questions you never want someone to ask you in a job interview.
Okay, maybe about my private life questions. It's not correct for me.
What kind of private life?
Private life? It's
What kind
about,
of question about your private life?
about my family. Yeah, about children, husband. I think it's not relate to my work. And next question.
If I want to know what kind of, how many children do you have, and what is your husband's job? Is it a private question or?
No, it's not private. I think it's okay. So.
I think in the U.S. too, I think questions like that about family would be considered private life. At least with job interviews that you have in the U.S., that'd be considered something that you wouldn't really be able to ask potential employees. Potentially, the thing with children, if you have to, be leaving work to handle issues with children, that might be something. But generally, I think family life like that is out of the question in the U.S. at least.
In U.S., can we ask how many children do you have and what's your husband or what's your wife's job? Is it private question?
I think generally in the U.S., yeah, that would be considered a private question. Maybe something, with a job, if you're asking a coworker, that might be a little bit different. But in the job interview, that might be considered too private. But it does depend, I suppose, to some extent. All right, Nadia, can you ask Remzi the same question?
Okay. Manuel, yeah.
Remzi. So Nadia, can you ask Remzi? Can you see the picture? So if you click on my name, you should be able to see the screen.
Okay. Which questions you never want to ask? You never want to ask on the interview, in a job interview.
Yeah, Nadia. Also, so if you click on my name at the bottom of the screen, you'll be able to see the slide. So if you just click on my name, that should work.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah. Yes. Brainstorm some question you never want someone to ask you in a job interview.
Good.
Thank you very much for this question. First, as for me, it's important thing is my private life too, but it's not. I think it's not private. I'm married or not, or I have children or not. I think it's not private. But the interviewer Am I set right, Joshua? Interviewer?
The interviewer?
Yes. Interviewer. Try to understand my style, collect many information about me. Yeah, it's a good system for understand the people, but you know, these days people can hide themselves very well, so it's not easy to understand people. Just one interview or one or two interview. It's as for me, the main topic is to become a team member for a candidate. For example, for me, to be a team member is the main main part of the interview.
What do you mean, becoming a... So if you're being interviewed?
To are able to good team member
Okay,
is
to
a
be able to be a good member.
yeah, to able to be a good team member.
Okay, so...
Sorry, maybe it's not right answer of this question, but I just wanted to say my idea about the interview.
Okay, so you're saying maybe that questions you would want somebody to ask you is like how you would become a good team member?
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions on this page?
No. Okay.
Okay, good. And let's go on to this one. And Carlos, can you read the title and the words? Carlos, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, but I keep having problems with my connection.
Okay.
Can you hear me perfectly?
I can hear you now.
Well, good.
Okay. Yeah, can you try to read the title and the words?
The title and the words, yeah. Vocabulary, formulated, qualifications, adapt, adaptable, personable, handle, fair, dependable, creative, and logical.
Good. Okay, you did a really nice job with these words. A couple of small things. Formulated?
Formulated?
Yeah, formulated. And adept.
Adapt.
Yeah, adept. Dependable.
Dependable.
Good. And creative.
Creative.
Good. Creative. All right, and any questions here? Any questions about any of these words?
What does adapt? Adapt.
Okay, what's adept mean? Does anybody know? Any ideas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's people who has a lot of knowledge in so maybe in the space, in the computers.
Yeah, maybe in a specific field,
Yeah.
you could say. Yeah, so somebody who has a lot of knowledge in a specific field is somebody who's adept. So like well qualified, very skilled would be qualified.
He's expert on.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and yeah, I think that's solid. Any other questions? Okay, let's have Manuel. Can you make a sentence with personable?
Personable. Personable. It's an adjective, yeah, or not? It's I think this person is very personable.
Yeah, this person is very personable. What would that mean? Can you make a little bit more meaning in
Yeah,
that
yeah. I
sentence?
mean, it's, I don't know. Personable. It's like a sociable, something like that. Could be a synonym or not?
Yeah,
Personable and sociable. I'm guessing.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't know if it's
yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So personable would be like sociable. So really friendly, people
Ah,
like
really?
this
Yeah.
person.
So
So
yeah,
likable.
this man looked very personable in the interview. So,
Yeah, okay, that's good. And Mustafa, what about adaptable? Can you make a sentence with adaptable?
Uh, he is very adaptable person. He can adapt. Adapt all different situations and different. Yeah, he can adapt different situations
Two different situations.
to different situations.
Um, he is. We need an article here too.
He is uh, he is the real adaptable person.
Not the.
I don't know exactly.
So we have a, an, or the. And so it's
Or
not the.
and
Almost. It's a. So he's a really adaptable person.
that really that yeah.
Okay. And so remember, we only use on
Yeah,
if
I know.
the next word
Okay.
starts with a vowel sound. Good. And I think we're solid. Let's have Nadia. Can you read this comic?
Excuse me, what can I read? What I need to read?
Okay. Can you read the comic right here?
Frankly, Mr. Daniel, if this were my resume, I would have wife.
Good. And what does that mean? What do you think it means?
Yes. What is? I don't know what is.
Okay,
What?
that's fine. It's a little bit tricky. Remsi, can you help her out?
Yeah, I think the interviewer didn't believe to interview, didn't believe the candidate, and maybe he he didn't convinced about his resume.
And maybe what?
Maybe he didn't convinced about his CV.
Okay, maybe we'd say he wasn't convinced.
He wasn't convinced. Okay.
This is good. It's not quite what's happening though. So there's a different meaning behind this. Maybe Carlos, can you try to explain?
I think the reason or the CV of the person we are talking about is so bad.
Yeah.
It's super bad. So when he was reading at the CV, he's thinking, "Are you crazy or what? This is so bad for my company." Could be that.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. I think the CV of the person is really, really bad. The boss is reading the CV, which is so bad, and he's telling the candidate, he's saying, wow, if that was my CV, I would have lied to make it better. So the interviewer says, if that was, or if this, I guess, if this was my CV, I would have lied to make it better. Does that make sense, Nadia?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a
yeah,
question. What's the meaning of the sentence of, I would have lied? It's a what's the meaning of this sentence?
so it's the
I
present
would,
perfect.
no. I would
condition.
have lied. I would say lie. It's a meaning of the I would say lie.
No. So it's talking about something in the past that continues into the present. So it's the present perfect would have lied, but it's also a conditional statement. So if we have if and then kind of. So if this were my CV, my resume, which is saying, imagining I were you and this was mine. So again, it's like an imaginary situation, so it's the second conditional. I would have lied.
I know conditional sentence, but I would have lied. I would have lied. I would say lie. Meaning is I would say lie. What's the?
I would not have told the truth.
Ah, okay.
Something.
Okay.
Created.
Okay.
Okay. Good. And.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. Sorry that took so long. I wasn't quite sure what you were asking. Does anybody have any other questions? Okay. And let's go on. Oh no. Can you guys see this new page? No, you can't. Sorry guys, hold on. I seem to have a little bit of trouble here. All right, Carlos, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm having some trouble with the verbling. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna leave class and come right back and see if that helps.
Okay.
We can see your.
Now we can see. Okay.
Yeah, it seems to be functioning really oddly. All right, let's try this for now, I guess, and let's have Manuel. Can you read the title and this first paragraph?
Okay, ideas. Prepare for the what's your weakness question. Most people overthink this question and give a canned answer like I'm too much of a perfectionist. Others give a genuine answer but still fall short. I know.
Go on.
Hello guys, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, where is our teacher?
I think he's coming back in a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
I think so.
So, are you celebrating Christmas Eve tonight?
Not yet. Here in Spain, not yet. I don't know in your country.
Yes, I will. I'm French. You're from Spain, you were saying?
Yeah.
Which part of Spain?
Of the south.
The
Malaga.
south? No, okay. How is the weather right there?
The weather?
Yeah, it's cold.
Here, no, it's not so cold. It's more or less 15 degrees.
Oh, it's too hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Come on, teacher, come on.
Mm.
I think he was having problem with the Berlin chart. Yeah, it's here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
But
Let's see if we can get back into class. Yeah, I'm really not sure what happened. I have really good connection, it looks like. Yeah, Manuel, I think we lost on canned answer. So can you read the rest of the paragraph?
yeah, can answer like I'm too much of a perfectionist. I'm sure. Others, whoa. Okay, yeah. Others give a genuine answer, but they still fall short of what this question is really asking. It's not about admitting your weaknesses. It's about showing how you overcome them. What systems have you put in place? What progress have you made? Include include those thoughts to strengthen your answer.
Good. Strengthen, maybe? Strengthen? Yeah, strengthen. Okay, I think that's good. Does anybody have any questions on this paragraph?
What does can mean? I can
Okay.
answer.
So a canned answer. Who can explain what a canned answer might be? Does anybody have any ideas?
It's an usual answer probably or something.
Yeah. It's like saying a normal answer. Very common answer. It's not original.
So can comes from can, yeah, from a Coke can or something like that, could be, or not?
Yeah. So if you think about it, a can is always the same.
Okay. Yeah.
The same product, and it looks the same. So yeah, because cans never change, a canned answer would be like an unchanging answer that doesn't have much good information. It's mass-produced, kind of. Good. Really good answer. Any other questions about anything in this first paragraph?
What does it mean, genuine?
Genuine. Genuine.
Genuine.
Genuine. So genuine would be like honest or completely true. Yeah, genuine. So not false. So false is an antonym of genuine. It's the opposite. So genuine is just honest or real. Does that make sense?
Yes. I remember the logo on the leather, and they said genuine leather, like maybe guarantee.
Yeah. Yeah, and so the opposite would be false. So, yeah. And let's have Mustafa. Can you read the examples?
Examples. Weak. Why my weakness is that I struggle to run efficient meetings. Strong. I sometimes struggle to run efficient meetings, but I've worked to improve my drafting an agenda before every meeting, sending it to all participants, and then following up with a recap and clear action items so everyone knows what to do moving forward.
Good. Nice pronunciation of items. Having an agenda before it. Okay, and can you repeat weak? Weak.
Weak.
And Nadia, what's the difference between the weak and the strong? What's the difference between these two examples?
Next examples. So it's understandable what people does it mean about efficient meetings. Because in first sentence we can understand what does it mean.
Okay, so you don't understand what an efficient meeting is?
Yeah, it's so it's I don't know this words.
Okay, so efficient meeting. Who can explain efficient meeting? What's an efficient meeting?
Yeah, it means productive meeting, maybe.
Yeah, so a productive meeting that doesn't take up a lot of time would be an efficient meeting. So my problem is that I struggle to run efficient meetings is pretty much saying the meetings I have or the meetings I give are long and they don't get much done. So we don't do much and they take a long time. And then, so the second one is this is my problem, but I work to improve the problem by doing these things. Nadia, does that make sense?
So
Excuse me?
yeah, what I need to ask? Which question I need to ask?
Yeah, so my question to you is, what is the difference between these two? Between the two answers.
Yeah, but I can't. I don't know words. How can I, in English, or answer on this question?
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Remzi, do you think you could explain what's the difference between the two questions?
Two questions or two answers?
The two answers, I'm sorry. So what's the difference between the two examples?
Okay. Its first answers is only simple explain, just explain a problem. But on the second one, firstly he or she explained the problem, then he tried to tell the interviewer how to overcome this problem, in how to manage this problem. And at first he explained the problem, then second step he explained how to overcome this problem.
Yeah, how maybe we'd use the present progressive too, how he is overcoming his
Yes,
problem.
yes.
Good. I think that's exactly right. And Nadia, does that make sense? Do you understand
Yeah,
Bremsi's answer?
yeah.
Okay. And let's go on to the next page. And so, Nadia, what's your weakness? So pretend we're in an interview. What's your weakness, Nadia?
Okay, maybe I so kindly and want to help each people with his job.
Okay. So maybe I want to help each person with his or her job.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How would you, again, so when we're here, so it's not about admitting your weaknesses, it's about showing how you overcome them. So, Nadia, what systems have you put in place to help overcome the problems? What are you doing to help overcome this problem?
Mm. So it's in each bag it's good things because maybe um, I can help people to understand um, his job or I don't know.
Okay.
And help with his job.
So to me that doesn't sound like a weakness. Nadia, why do you think it's a weakness? Why would you say it's a weakness?
So it's in one. I think it's bad because sometimes I can't do my work, and yeah, it's good and it's bad.
Okay. I think that's good. I want to help each person with his job. It's bad because sometimes I can't do my work. It's good and it's bad. How do you balance the good and the bad, maybe? So, how do you balance the good and the bad? Or how are you trying to balance the
Yeah,
good and the bad?
mm, yeah. So it's very hard for me to find this balance. Uh, yeah, it's problem, but I work under this problem. Um, yeah,
Okay, maybe, but I am working
I'm
with
working with
this problem.
problem.
Okay, maybe by trying to schedule my time better and
Better, yeah.
refusing to help people when I need to get something done. Can you repeat those last two sentences? Or that last sentence? Nadia, can you repeat that last sentence?
It's very hard for me to find this balance, but I'm working with this problem by trying to schedule my time better and refuse to help people when I need to get something done.
Good. Can you repeat schedule?
Schedule.
Schedule. Good. Okay. Carlos, what about you? What's your weakness? Carlos, are you there? What about you, Manuel? What's your weakness?
My weakness, I'm a nervous person, so sometimes depends on the situation. I have to take a breath. So uh,
Okay. And again, so that's, does that sound more like the first example or the second example? Come on.
yep.
So you said my weakness is I'm a nervous person, so depending on the situation, I have to take a breath.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably I'm working in that, so I
Okay.
think that I'm improving my behavior in front of some situations.
Okay. So I'm a nervous person, so depending on, I think I'm a nervous person. In
Hmm.
order to deal with my nerves, I maybe like depending on the situation, in order to deal with my nerves, I
Mm-hmm.
have learned to stop and take a breath.
Yeah, have to learn to stop. Yeah.
Maybe that. I think that sounds better because it's
Yeah,
something
yeah,
weakness.
sounds better now. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you read that one more time, Manuel?
Yeah, my weakness. I'm a nervous person. Depending on the situation, in order to deal with my nerves, I have learned to stop and take a break. A breath.
Good. Okay. Mustafa, what about you?
My weakness is being impatient. Uh, I want to do jobs in a short time, and also I want to people do their job in a short time. This is not good, I think. Sometimes it's caused doing wrong and uh, stress the people. So
Okay, sometimes it causes mistakes, and
cause people to make mistakes. Cause mistakes.
okay, and how are you trying to deal with this problem? How are you trying to deal with this problem, Mustafa?
Generally, I arrange the times for doing job. I prepare long time and give long time than more time than it needs. So
Okay, nice. So you've learned to allow maybe a little bit more time than you think a job needs. Good, I think that's good. Ramsey, for the last one, what about you? What's your weakness?
You know, it's very hard to say for people their weaknesses. So
Yeah.
for a long time, I'm trying to think what it could be about my weaknesses. Maybe um, when I focus to project, one project, when I concentrate, when I focus to one project, I lost my connection with the other people in the office, and it will be my weaknesses. So to overcome to my weaknesses, I need to have short break and connect with other people. more frequently.
Nice. Really nicely done. I realized that I need to take short breaks to connect with other people more frequently. Really good job. Okay, perfect. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions about the what's your weakness question? Okay. And I think we could do these, but we're kind of out of time for that. Let's look at, well, we could look at that. Okay, yeah, let's take a look at this comic. Manuel, can you read the comic?
The comment, yeah?
Yeah, the comic.
I consider all my previous Instagrams, Facebook posts, tweets, and Vines a form of performance art.
Okay, good. A form of performance art. And the title is
yeah,
Job
that
Interview
is-
Social. Yeah,
Social media skills.
number 28. All right, and so Mustafa, what's happening in this comic? What's the comic about?
I think the interviewers, the people give talking about wrong things, just talking about, not talking about the job. He's talking about her social life. I think you don't have any capability to do job. Just saying something about her social media.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. I'm not sure. Okay. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. I just wasn't sure if I'm not sure if I understand what you're saying. Which is okay. Let's have who can explain this? Does anybody think that they can explain this comic? So what's happening?
That probably the employer, the interviewer, checked the Facebook and the social media websites. Probably the CV is included in the CV also. I don't guess, but
Okay, so the interviewer saw the social media websites of the candidate, and what?
And he asked about some comments or some posts that he put, on the websites.
Yeah. Okay. And what else?
And some of them they weren't, polite, probably, no? Polite for this kind of job, no?
Yeah. Some of them weren't polite or maybe business appropriate. Good. And what's he saying? I consider them performance art. What's that mean?
That for him it's like an expression of an artist. Yeah, so it's like a cultural expression. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a way that he can distance himself from the opinions that were posted on those social media sites. So performance art, it's a way of acting or pretending. When he says they're performance art, he's saying that wasn't really me posting those. I was just pretending. You know?
Okay.
So it was a way to perform. Okay, and let's have Remsi. Can you ask Nadia this question?
Nadia, do you think that interviewers should look into a prospective employee's social media Why or why not?
So if interviewer very curious, he come to see um, my social media. Uh, is it
No, no.
correct or not? So I think if employer want to know the character of worker or another things for about his political religion and another things about um, yeah um, I don't know, is it not correct? Maybe it's correct because it's every people can go to social media and look for information about each people. Why employer can't do it?
Yeah. So if everyone can go to social media and look for information about everybody else, an employer can do it too.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Okay, really good answer. And so unfortunately, guys, we're just about out of time. Do you have any last questions before we finish up class?
I don't have any question.
Okay.
Thank
Well, thank
you.
you.
So where can I find these documents? Because I'm looking.
Okay, I'll post it in the chat box. Do you want the documents basic form, or do you want all of the things that we wrote on the board?
Yeah, if it's possible, everything that you wrote down, yeah, it's better.
Okay. Yeah, it'll take a little bit of time, so hold on for a second.
No worries.
And
Yeah.
just have to upload it and save it. So it'll be in the group chat, the G chat, not the Verbling chat.
Okay, the first one, yeah.
Yeah, so the blue and white one.
Thank you. Yeah,
So it's in there now. And you'll have to get permission, so I'll give you permission when you ask for it. But all right, other